This is version 3 of the Section Z stream. Now, I'm going to do something I did in the very first one, and I skipped on the second one, which is, check this out. So this is the Capcom Arcade Collection, Volume 1, right? I bought the entire package. And now check this out. We have Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior. Then we have Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, which I never saw in the arcades myself personally. Or Street Fighter 2 Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I never saw that one in the arcade either. I only saw that as a NES home version. But so we go through, we loop back, and there's a total of 3 different Street Fighter 2 games. Now, I don't mean to rag on Capcom, but I don't feel I'm getting my value if I'm getting 3 versions of the same game. And yeah, it's not exactly the same game, but it's the same game. For real. And I don't feel I'm getting my value's worth. So Capcom, can we knock off the malarkey here? This is not cool. I mean, that'd be like if I bought like a shoot 'em up collection from you guys, and it's nothing but different versions of 1943. Like if I got 1943 and then got 1943 Kai, and then I don't know, maybe Super 1943, and then 1943 Part 2. You know, it'd be like if you guys did that. No thanks. As much as I love the 1943 game, I'm definitely not going to spend my hard-earned money buying this version, that version. I mean, come on. Let's be real here and not be ridiculous. So anyway, we'll be playing Section Z, as you can read. Now, my history with this game is I originally played this as the home version on the NES. And I'm going to tell you right now, the NES version takes a big fat dump all over this arcade version. And I can't say too much bad stuff about the arcade version, but I can. Because the arcade version is god awful. It is garbage. It is trash. It is pure quarter munching BS. And who wants to play a game designed to eat all your money? Because I sure don't. If I'm playing a game and I feel like it's just cheap shotting me left and right, I'm going to walk away from the game. I'm not going to feel challenged by it. No, I'm going to feel cheated by it. And that's something a lot of game programmers didn't understand back in the day. Maybe because they weren't putting their money into these games. Maybe they weren't play testing the games. Maybe it's a little bit of both. I don't know. Excuse me. But anyways, at least with the home conversion, they changed it enough to where it's literally has nothing to do with the arcade. The only similarities that the home version, the NES version, has to the arcade version is that you can shoot left or right. And the name Section Z. That's it. Honestly, the home version shares more with Sidearms, which is also by Capcom, which also is a better, far superior game, even the arcade version, than Section Z. But Section Z did implement that being able to shoot left or right, you know, the turning dynamic. And granted, that wasn't implemented in a lot of other video games. It did show up in others. I mean, Forgotten Worlds. Sorry, Forgotten Realms is a Dungeons and Dragons setting. But yeah, Forgotten Worlds kind of had that. I mean, you could shoot all over, really, but you also had a specific controller for that. So I've never played the home versions of that specific game, but I have played Sidearms home versions as well as the arcade version, and it is a better executed, and it's more of a Section Z game than Section Z is. So with that said, yeah, this game brought some interesting ideas to the table, but overall the execution just sucked. It was poorly executed, and I'm gonna say that I've said it once and I'll say it again. A little play testing goes a long way. And by that, I mean, don't hire professional gamers to play this. I mean, you sit down and play it. You yourself play it. And tell me how I'm supposed to enjoy the game. You tell the player. You tell the person putting their hard-earned money into the cabinet how to enjoy the game. For real. Because there's absolutely no enjoyment in this version. And in fact, I'm probably not going to play this. I'll probably play this, like, legitimately play it for maybe 10 minutes. Or I'll play it for, like, 1 credit and then I'm done. But honestly, I am super frustrated with this game. This game is not very good at all. And again, I'm going to circle back to nobody talks about this game. And you want to know why? It's because it sucks. It really does. This game is not fun. People talk more about the NES version, which the talk is very minimal too. Probably because the foundation that the game was built on is garbage. I mean, this game sucks. Yeah, the CPU player is doing awesome, and I've watched some gameplays, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and use save state after save state to memorize this crappy game. I'm not gonna do that. So I really don't see the fun in this game. And in fact, honestly, I would like to see Capcom just take a bunch of their arcade games that they did NES home conversions for and release that in a conversion or a collection, because the home versions of those games are so much better. Like, the home version of this is better. The NES version. The NES version of 1943 is a lot better. Well, I don't know. That's debatable, to be honest, actually. But, and I can't say Ghosts and Goblins NES version was that much of an improvement. That game actually blows, in my opinion. But Bionic Commando, the home version, takes the biggest, fattest, wettest, stinkiest dump on the arcade version. The arcade version of Bionic Commando is garbage. It's just as much garbage as the arcade version of this game right here that you are watching a demo of. And Capcom should totally do that. Now, when we touch on Strider, however, that's another debatable, because I view both versions as pretty darn good, although I'm more partial to the home version because that has a far better, superior story, as well as just some fun gameplay too. Not gonna say anything too bad about the arcade version of Strider though, but I will say the NES version is far more fun and more replayable because of what was added to it. So I'm going to enter my coin, or insert my coin, and we're going to play a little bit of this. And then after my 2 or 3 lives are done, that's it for this. I am not playing this game any more than I have to. Because, again, this game sucks. And it's a damn shame, too, because I remember playing this in the arcade one time at a Godfather's. And for those that you don't know what a Godfather's is, it was a pizza place back in, like, the, I don't know, maybe mid to late 80s, and then stayed fairly popular up to the mid 90s, and then just when arcades started going away, so did Godfather's, really, because kind of the lure of Godfather's was you could get some decent pizza. It wasn't the best pizza in the world, but it also wasn't bad pizza. I'd say it was far better than anything Pizza Hut ever made. I really think Pizza Hut was an overrated pizza joint, but that's my opinion. I mean, there's no accounting for taste in this world, right? And that's why we all have separate opinions on things like that. But yeah, I played this at a Godfather's, and I also played 1943 at a Godfather's in the arcade. And that the arcade version of, golly. Okay, you could do this in the home version, but you couldn't do this. You couldn't duck when you were on the ground, on the NES version, I should say, not the home version. I gotta stop saying home version. That implies the PlayStation 2 or Capcom arcade classics, which I also had that for the PlayStation 2. I never beat this on that. Touching the ground is like literally death almost, I feel. Well, that's my 3 lives. Well, I'm done playing. I am done playing, but I am not done talking. Because this game sucks male. It sucks rooster. It really does. It sucks rooster. And it deep throats that rooster. And it gooks that rooster. For real. And that's why nobody talks about this game, because it sucks! This game might as well be the win, because it blows. It blows. More so than actress Charlie Chase. And if you don't know who that is, look her up. Wink! She's great. But anyways, that's my Arcade Friday for today. And if I seem frustrated, it's because I ended up deleting 2 different attempts at streaming this, because this game frustrated me to the point I had to swear. And if I start swearing in video games, and I don't care about the monetization because I'm not making money, and the goal isn't to make money, but if I end up being pushed to cross that line, obviously the game is not fun. And the point of this channel is to have fun. The most important F word of all, fun. And I'm not having fun playing this. And in fact, a lot of these arcade games, I'm starting to remember, like, I'm not remembering, like, I remember them fondly, But those memories are being overwritten now by memories of me replaying these games and not having a good time, because I'm finding out these do not hold up. They do not retain their majesty at all. Same with a lot of the classic games I've been playing, like Castlevania 3 yesterday. Does not hold up to its majesty. It's extremely dated for its time and is not enjoyable to play. And I think that's why I like some of these more these indie games more that are homages to these to the old school games, because they take some of them, they'll leave the frustration factor in, and shame on you for doing that unless you add a difficulty level that takes that out, but some of them don't. In fact, most of them don't. But a lot of them, they take that BS factor out, and they make it so when you die, you know what you did wrong. So it is all you. Whereas these old school games, you have to be beyond a whole new level to play them. And when you die, you either don't know what killed you, because there's just so much stuff on the screen at once, or you see what killed you and there's just no way out because there's just too many bad guys all over you, just on you like flies around a freshly squozen animal Tootsie Roll out in the wilderness. For real. Waiting for maggots to be implanted into it. Well, with that said, if you like the video, please leave a like. I highly doubt it, and I rarely say things like that. But I did not have a good time playing this game. I did not have a good time streaming this game, but I'm going to leave this one up because I did not swear. I did not cross that line. If you've played this game, this version of it, leave a comment down below. Tell me what your experience was with it. If you've played the NES version, the far superior iteration, leave a comment down below. Tell me what it was like for you playing that, because I'm going to tell you right now, if I could stream that one, I would. I would stream that. I would stream it so hard. Would you stream it? I would stream it. I would stream it so hard. Little Lambs reference there. Silence of the Lambs reference. But anyways, yes. If you've played the NES version, let me know what your experience was like, because I have great memories with that. I have nothing but frustrating, angry memories of this arcade version, except for the first time I played it in the arcade at a Godfather's. My dad took me to that Godfather's. We had some good pizza. Actually, I think that was when they used to do the pizza buffet, or maybe that was when I played 1943 in the arcade for the first time, and that's when I discovered that pizza buffet. Yeah, pizza buffet. Seriously, if you've never been to a pizza buffet, if you have a The Rock wood-fired pizza joint, not to be confused with The Rock the wrestler, but no, there's a local pizza place. I believe it started in Tacoma, Washington originally, and then they started moving nationwide. I don't know how far their reach has gone because I haven't stepped into one. I've just, Uber Eats them, but The Rock pizza joint, they do an awesome pizza buffet for like $13, which is less than the price of ordering maybe even the personal pizza. I don't know what the prices are for the buffet now. It might be more though, but regardless, it's still less than the cost of a large pizza, a large specialty. And you can walk in there, you pay your price, and you can just have as much pizza as you can eat until the time, till the buffet runs out anyway. Like, it's not a time limit, but they stop the buffet. I think you have like a 2 or 3 hour window to get in, eat all your pizza, and get out. And holy cow, that pizza buffet was good. So was the Godfather's one. I mean, it wasn't the best, but Godfather's anyway. Godfather's didn't make the best pizza, but by golly, the fact that it was an arcade that had a pizza joint in it, I mean, that was revolutionary for its time. Yeah, you had Pizza Hut that kind of did that, but I don't know, man. Pizza Hut's pizza sucks. It hands down sucks. And if you like Pizza Hut's pizza, I'm not going to apologize. You just have bad taste in pizza. Hands down. Off top, bro. Off top, you have bad taste in pizza. And if you don't know what off top it means, talk to a black man. You'll find out. But anyways, regardless. Oh yeah, this game sucks. In closing, this game sucks. The NES version pees all over it. Takes a big fat dump all over the arcade version. Don't buy this version, it sucks. If you buy the Capcom arcade collection, skip this game. Buy the games individually. Don't buy this one, because this one blows. It's just awful. Alright, well, with that said, have a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening, depending on where in the world you are. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next stream. Very soon, actually. I might do Monster Hunter. Little Mohan on the weekend. Well, take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Danny out.